This is the worst, and I mean the absolute worst credit card you will ever come across. How are you guys doing today? My name is Apple, and today we are filling in the financial gap between schools and the real world. And this is a video that I feel very, very strongly about. So there might be some strong language in this video, just a disclaimer at the beginning. So I've seen a lot of people in Facebook groups that I'm a part of, and just similar people in person as well, talking about Credit One. And I have some very, very strong feelings about Credit One as a credit card company. So I want to share this with you guys today and just why their cards are scams, all right? In my opinion, these cards are complete scams. And if you should never, there's no possible scenario where I see anybody should sign up for any of these cards whatsoever. So let's get into the video and let me just show you guys why I think what I think, all right? So what am I talking about here? I'm talking about I'm just gonna keep it simple. I'm gonna talk about the Credit One Platinum card. That's like their normal quintessential like starter card, I guess you would say. So we're gonna use that card for example's sake, but they have a whole host of cards that are just complete crap. And believe it or not, it's actually kind of difficult to find out any information about this card online, any real numbers about it. So, I wonder why that is. So first off, what I could find, I'll just share that with you guys. The card's gonna have a 17 to 25% APR, so pretty high interest rates as far as those go. And it's gonna have a $300 minimum credit line, all right? So they're gonna give you at least $300 to play with on this credit card. And they'll also give you credit protection, which is a pretty nice feature that I dug around, got some details on it, and it's only gonna cost you a 1% fee every single month, but what they're gonna give you is they're going to forgive your debt if you die. So 1% fee each month, forgiving your debt if you die. I think it makes sense, guys. I think it's just a rational decision to pay that extra 1% every single month, just to make sure if you die, they don't try to charge you for your debt. Pro tip right there, get the credit protection. And oh yeah, the logo and the card just happen to look exactly like the Capital One logo and the Capital One card. So don't mix those up because that's what they want you to do. So now let's just talk pros and cons about this card, because I think it's important to weigh both the good and the bad of this card just to give you guys a fair picture of what we're looking at here, all right, guys? So the pros. First pro, high approval rate. Like if you have a heartbeat, if you can fog a mirror, you got this card. You got the Credit One Platinum card, no big deal. Like you write your name on a piece of paper, you send it to them, they send you back a credit card in like 2 days. Like you're good to go. Additionally, they'll actually increase your credit limit automatically. They're pretty good about that. Those auto increases on your credit limit, so you can lower your credit utilization. Pretty nice feature, I would say, all right? And they'll also give you a free credit score check, which you could also get on Credit Karma, which I would recommend. That's just a more in-depth breakdown of your credit score, but they'll also give it to you for free, which you could find really anywhere, but whatever, they'll give you a free credit score, whatever. Also, lastly, they're gonna give you credit and they're gonna give you lots of it. So like I said, they're gonna give you those free increases pretty regularly. So it's pretty nice if you're looking to get a lot of credit very quickly. Now let's talk about the cons. So the first con with this card is that it has an annual fee, which you know what I say, makes no sense to have an annual fee on a starter card that isn't providing you any value whatsoever like this card. So annual fee is gonna charge you $75 the first year and then $99 every year going forward. So that's real nice right there, just getting started. We already have a $100 annual fee on this card. That's perfect. Number two, there is actually a credit limit increase fee. So you know how we said they're gonna give you a bunch of credit limit increases without even asking you? Well, that's gonna charge you a fee right there. That's $10 gone right there. Additionally, if you want to pay that $10 fee, there is another $10 fee to pay the $10 fee right there. All right, guys? So that's what we're looking at with this card. And then the thing that puts the icing on the cake for me, the thing that just makes this card just the greatest card you've ever seen, is that your interest accrues immediately. This is absurd. So what does that mean that your interest accrues immediately? Well, what that means is the minute you swipe your credit card to buy your, I don't know, your Chipotle, your McDonald's, your groceries, whatever you're paying for, the interest starts accruing the minute you buy it. So that day, you now have interest to pay on your credit card. You could pay your credit card off immediately. There's still interest to pay off on any purchase you make. And like we said, it's in that 17 to 25% range, which is ridiculous. So you've already got interest to pay, even if you pay off your card right away, even if you pay off your card right when the statement comes, you have built up a significant amount of interest already. But do you want to pay your card off early to avoid gathering up as much interest? There's also a $10 fee for that as well, courtesy of Credit One. Number 5 is that this card will actually suspend your account without any warning and any reason. I've read a lot of reports online of people's accounts just getting suspended. They're still paying fees, they're still accruing interest, but they no longer have access to their account. So that's just great as well. Additionally, number 6, there is a total lack of transparency with Credit One. So like I said before, it is pretty difficult to get any real numbers, any real information about these cards online. Just try it. I'll link Credit One's website in the description below. Try and find some detailed information besides the bare minimum that they have to provide in the cardholder agreement. And let me tell you, that thing right there is just so vague in comparison to other cardholder agreements I've read. It's ridiculous, guys. The stuff that these guys are doing, it really frustrates me. Anytime I read about people who have gotten into trouble with Credit One or are considering a Credit One card, I'm like, run as fast as you can. There's just no reason to get this card at all. There's no good reason. Additionally, they just have awful service. So if you go online and you look up reviews for any Credit One card, just try the Platinum. There are 160, this is not an exaggeration, there are 160 bad reviews for every good review you will find, guys. So 160 to 1, not too great of a ratio. I mean, think about like what you're signing up for with this. Nobody likes this card. Nobody's getting value from this card. Nobody enjoys paying hundreds of dollars of fees for this card every single year. It just doesn't make sense. But wait, there is a light at the end of the tunnel, guys. I forgot to mention this. This is just, I mean, this is a game changer right here. All right, so they have a NASCAR card. Credit One, they got a NASCAR card. And with this NASCAR card, what you're gonna get, wait for it, you're gonna get 2% cash back on anything you buy on NASCAR.com. Like, whoa, game changer right there, guys. Now I'm on board. Now we got to get Credit One cards. Now we got to go and buy our NASCAR jerseys, get our 2% cash back, and get hit with that 25% interest rate the very next day. That sounds like a plan to me, guys. I don't know about you, but I'm going out. I'm getting that Credit One NASCAR card tomorrow. I'll let you guys know how it goes. But we're gonna get that 2% cash back on NASCAR.com. Don't you worry. So if you're as fed up as I am with the Credit One, just the company, the cards, everything, what should you do instead if you have poor credit? Because I mean, Credit One, their business model is targeting people with poor credit and offering them their cards as a way to build their credit, to just get on track. And they make this statement, they make this argument that you sort of need their cards because you won't get approved for anything else, because they'll give you cards, they'll give you lots of credit, they're just going to charge you hundreds of dollars every single year to use these cards, pay off their fees, pay their interest, all of this stuff. What should you do instead if you have poor credit? Well, if you want the same card without the fees, you could go for the Capital One Platinum card, which they are trying to emulate with their card. You can just get the Capital One version. That's not going to charge you any fees. The interest is going to start accruing when your statement is due. So there's just no reason in my mind to go for any Credit One card over the Capital One version that they're copying and throwing a bunch of fees on. For a better card, I would recommend the Discover It card for students. I made a whole video about that card and why I think that's a great starter card for students. So if you're looking for a student card that's going to have a lot lower criteria for approval, I would recommend the Discover It card so much above any of this crap that Credit One is putting out there. Or if you want a secured card, you could opt for the Discover Secured card. That's also going to be easier to get approved for than, say, the Capital One Platinum card. Additionally, you could go for this Citi Thank You Preferred card, which I made a video about how that is a good starter card for students as well. Or you could go for the Citi Secured card. Or you could go for the US Bank Platinum card, which is my first credit card. Or you could go for the US Bank Secured card. You could go for the Wells Fargo Secured card. Do you see a pattern here? If you need to rebuild credit, get a secured credit card, guys. They're easier to get approved for. They will allow you to start building your credit. Some of them, like the Discover card, you only have to give them $200, which is completely, they'll give it back to you in a couple months when you have built your credit, but this just acts as a deposit. You deposit this money with the bank, they hold on to it in case you don't pay your balance and run away, but they'll give it back to you once you have sufficiently shown them that you're responsible at using your credit card. This is a refundable deposit. This is not hundreds of dollars in annual fees and interest paying fees and fees to pay your fees that you're going to get hit with Credit One. So guys, this is my opinion on Credit One. I hope it wasn't offensive to anybody, or just I hope it brought some clarity to you on just what Credit One is doing, how I feel that they are preying upon people who have poor credit or no credit, and why I think you should really, really stay clear of anything that has Credit One's name on it. Yeah, so that was the video. If you guys enjoyed, please do subscribe down below if you haven't already. Click on that bell icon and share this video with anyone who is considering getting a Credit One card, because I really just don't want anybody to get in that mess of paying all of these ridiculous, just god-awful fees for no reason. There's no reason to be paying any of these fees, guys. It's so ridiculous. I'm gonna go like chill out. I'll see you guys tomorrow, and until next time. Wait. I did not mean to clap yet. I was supposed to mention our sponsors in this video. Let me check. Oh wait, it's me. Well, in that case, if you are a college student or otherwise financially strapped individual looking to invest, I put together a completely free course. Link for that will be found in the description below. It's called $100 and a Smartphone, and it's going to walk you through the process of putting your first $100 to work from the comfort of your smartphone. Included in this course is a free 30-minute Skype call with yours truly. So if you want to talk through any personal finance related topics that relate to you personally, some one-on-one stuff, if you're interested at all in that, be sure to sign up for one of those. And yeah, if you're interested in more details, the link will be in the description below, and it is 100% free.